Nobody tells you about the loneliness of leadership. They tell you about the title change, the new responsibilities, maybe the new office, but not about the shift in dynamic, okay? From being a team member to being the team manager, particularly when you've been promoted within. And these are people who you've laughed with and joked with, people who you shared your frustrations, and you've gone to the pub on a Friday afternoon and had some beers with them and maybe overshared around your feelings and your personal life. And now you are stepping up into a leadership position. And that can feel a little bit uncomfortable. Like, how do I navigate this? And I certainly felt that when I stepped into a role of partner in the law firm that I was with. And I was always, I guess, as a team member, a bit of the jokester, keeping things light, having a lot of fun, probably oversharing a lot as well, telling great stories. Well, I thought they were great stories. And then I had to step up into a leadership role. And I also had a huge part of me that wanted to be liked. It was a value of mine. I wanted to be liked. I wanted to fit in. And I really struggled with having those tough conversations and being able to reposition myself as a leader. It was something that I spoke to one of the other partners about. And he shared with me, he said, look, Midge, when we are driving to different events, no one comes in the car with me. He says, my car is always empty. It's just me. And at events or at lunches and dinners, I am the last person that people sit next to. And look, he said it with a bit of a laugh. But underneath that, I think there were these feelings of, being disconnected and those feelings of loneliness for him in that role. So what to do about this? If you are feeling this way and you are stepping up and moving from mate to manager, 5 things I think that you can do. Firstly, have the honest conversation with yourself. So acknowledge in yourself that things are going to change. And that is absolutely okay. It's actually a necessity. And thinking about what you are bringing to this new leadership role. So are there thoughts of, I want to be liked as a leader? Are there thoughts of, it's going to be really uncomfortable to have these hard conversations? Be real and honest with yourself about the shift that needs to happen. And then secondly, acknowledge the relationship has changed with your people. So having a very honest conversation with your team members. Don't hide it. Don't pretend that this is not changing. And really talk to your people about how this is going to work moving forward. The way you want communication to happen, the way feedback will be given, the team dynamics, some of the challenges that you might face and how you're going to overcome this. So really working together as a team and creating that new relationship. Thirdly, find your posse. So find a group of people, fellow leaders within your organization, outside of your organization, a mentor or a coach that you can be real with. That you can talk about the challenges and the frustrations and vent a little bit to in a really honest way, because you can't do that with your team members anymore. So find a different group of peers that you can rely upon. The 4th thing is be intentional about your visibility and how you show up. Yes, you can still have fun and you still want to be really authentic in yourself, but thinking about what team events you turn up to socially and what you say and what you do at those events when you leave those events, because as a leader, you are always on show. People are always looking at what you're doing and listening to what you say. So being really intentional about what you show up to and what you do when you're there. And finally, number 5, get clear on who you are as a leader. Moving from mate to manager is such a great opportunity for you to do work on your new leadership identity. Who are you as a leader? What are your values? What do you want to achieve as a leader? How do you want to show up? Do the work on that and create this new identity for this new role. The shift from mate to manager can be a tough one and it can feel uncomfortable. But if you are feeling this way, I think you're absolutely in the right spot because it does mean a transition. Things are going to change, and acknowledging that and knowing that is the best place to be in. So do the work on yourself, but also do the work on setting up this new relationship, this new dynamic. And if you do that, it is going to be easier for you. I'm Midja. Bye, guys.